This is Żywiec, a popular Polish beer. I like it, it's decent. This is Amtec International, located at 430 Morgan Avenue in Brooklyn. The company that distributes Żywiec as their main beer, amongst others. Now, I worked 4 years for their division in Elizabeth, New Jersey. It's one of their warehouses where they distribute beer all over Jersey. This is the warehouse in Morgan Avenue in Brooklyn, satellite view. It's not as big as the Elizabeth warehouse, but it's pretty decent. You know, they deliver all over Brooklyn. Here's their address, their phone number. Where I'm going with this, I'm not saying it's a front, their whole business, but in the Elizabeth section, there was a lot of trucks that didn't distribute beer. And there was another company, they had 2 other companies that were renting space, and they were right across from the port. These guys are right across from the projects. Now, I'll get to another video on the personal level, what they said about those places and what happened. But here it is in the Brooklyn. They're in East Williamsburg in Brooklyn. I stayed for 2 months in Williamsburg. And, you know, I walked past that warehouse, maybe accident once. I didn't even look back because it was after I got fired, and I didn't care. I'll make all the videos on a personal level. This is their Żywiec in the U.S., I believe, their website. Here's the history. You can look it up, żywiecUSA.com. You know, you talk Amtec in and it'll come up. It's not well developed. I mean, they have so many other beers. Here's the different sizes, the cans of the main beer. I mean, their main beer, and there's like 3 of them. I mean, you know, they could do better. But whatever, that's the Żywiec, so they represent their own. I really don't know how it works, but the website could be better. I mean, it's just all their info and like random stuff. It's really not that well developed. But I don't feel they're represented any better. I didn't find that beer in Virginia. And here is their warehouse on Dowd Avenue, 720 Dowd Avenue in Elizabeth, New Jersey, which doesn't come up on Google as their business. You know, there's another company that comes up over there. I think I know the man that works there, so I'm not going to put him on the spot. He seemed like a nice guy, you know. He's a real guy. And it's a mile and a half from the port. Depends on the roads you take. Very interesting place. Very good place to be at. Have a warehouse in there, you know. I mean, the business you could do is unbelievable. And they did. They did. In the winter, we would unload trucks of some kind of chemicals from China. One of the guys had a respiratory problem. He was hurting for like a couple of days because of the chemicals. And I have a strong immune system, so I didn't feel anything. One of the guys says his eyes were itching or something, and his eyes were bothering him. I mean, it's right in the Elizabeth port. And here's their warehouse in Elizabeth, New Jersey, 720 Dowd Avenue. Beer stacked up like 12 to 15 feet. We used to cut plywood to put in between the pallets so the pallets wouldn't wiggle and stuff. Very dangerous, and I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Creepy. And here's another thing that's creepy. My arrest. I spent time in Essex County Jail because of the manager, Janusz Kwiatkowski, JK. At least that's what the judge told me the initials were of the person that say I assaulted them. And I'll get to that in my personal video about Amtec.